Hey guys, so now we're going to install part number 715008236, the lamp kit for the rear. So I bought this wiring harness here, which I don't know if I'll need it or not, but if I do, it's the wiring harness switch kit, and that's the 715009886. And that's just got a switch with it, and you got everything, the wiring and all that. Because this only comes with the end of this, because you can't don't put this on right away, because they're going to pass this through the grommet, and it's got the grommets and screws right here, and you're going to screw this in right at the front. So this you got to start by removing put the roof insulation on top, which is pretty simple and straightforward to do. Mine's already off. So basically you got to print this out. If you're at the last minute like me and you want to grab 3 inches, so open up your screen and measure the 3 inches. So I'm going to start at 2 because 1 you can't see it really good. So 2 plus 3 is 5. I'm going to shrink this thing down till it actually gives me real 3-inch. A little bit too big. And then you guys won't even need to do this, because here's 2 to 5, and we'll just move this over and bring it down, and now measure. Now try to be delicate, and yeah, 1 inch. So 1 inch for both sides. So you can either grab a tape and tape it from where you're going to be touching, and here this is 7/8 of an inch. This is 1 inch and 1 inch. Should make a flat line. So basically what they're looking for, if you look down here, you can feel the middle, like they want you to remove the roof or whatever, but this is where this is. And then the next 2 lines is where it's going at. So I don't know if you guys can see that in there, but you basically go 1 inch, or 7/8 from here, and then 1 inch and 1 inch. So what I'm going to do is put some tape. Put some tape about here, and then tape it in here. And now from there, because we know that it's right here, so 1 inch is going to be somewhere around here. And I just got to check if it's this side or in the middle. So give me 2 seconds. Alright, so basically just pass the wire through there. You're going to push all the prongs. Sorry, I missed a spot. Battery went dead. I used the shortest bolts. And if you measure from the top here, you only got a regular roof, you're looking, and let's see, measure from 1 inch from the edge. Dead center is 6/8 or whatever. It's right there too. What the hell? I'm not used to breaking them down. That's the distance. You got to center it right from the top. Same thing with the other one. Same distance. In the middle doesn't really matter if you miss it, because it's the rubber and it's a wire, so you can be off a little bit, low a little bit, whatever, doesn't matter. And use this glass thing to center yourself in the middle, and then drill from out back here. What I did was I measured like inside and front, and I just pushed them all out, and then whatever. But just trying to give you guys an idea if you don't want to print your last second or whatever. And then I used a small one, didn't use no space or nothing. Pass the wires here one at a time through it. And I'll be sticking this and this. You don't need to be holding it to prevent it from turning from the other side. It's going to do its thing by itself. As you can see, the nut can't turn in here. Right there, the nut can't turn. So As long as you don't push too hard on the bolts, it won't come out because it won't turn. So anyways, I'm gonna go inside. So foam first, then washer. If you're alone, be gentle to hold it in place. And I put the nut in this thing, it'll hold. And then just get it started so it doesn't fall. All right, just leave it slack. Do the other one. I put the foam washer, and I can see daylight out of this grommet here from my garage there. I can see outside from the lights. So that grommet is not tight enough. It's like it's got some loose in it. I don't know if you guys can see that. So I'm gonna put some silicone inside here or something. I'm gonna some gasket or whatever maker. I'm not I do not trust that grommet. I'm gonna make sure that. All right, so that's it. So tighten those, and then you got these 4 wires that you pass through the grommet, one individually, which you need to grab the little square little thing, and it shows you right here what colors are which, and in the instructions. And then this is the plug that you need to wire, and we'll go through the instructions to see which wire goes where. So this is the schematic for the wiring. So A, B, in the front where this lever is. So right where the lever is, and A is black, B is red, and then you go to the 2 in the back. I don't know if you can see that, but there's C and D, and the D is on the black side and the C is on the red side, as you can see right here. C is with B and D is with A. So if A is black, then you got the D, and the colors that go there is A, B, I said black and red, and then C is green and D is gray. So D is gray, so light up the D. D is on the black side, so put the gray, and basically all you do is just push it into the back until you hear click. That's it. And then obviously the green's the last one, so that is C. There we go. So we're done with that. I put a bunch of silicone at the top there. I didn't want to screw around there, so I siliconed it. So once you got this all connected, all you do is spread your wires and you lock this thing into place. There we go. So now it's finished. And this, once you hooked up the smart module, everything is supposed to be as simple as this. So let's go to LED rear. So the first one at the end right here. So there we go. And that's supposed to be, let's figure it out. You turn on, and it's supposed to detect it, because when you're in park, let's see if we can figure this out together. Controls. No accessories found. You can add accessories by accessing the menu on the upper right side of the screen. Okay, add an accessory. Smart LED, okay, so we found it. Smart LED roof, bumper, roof. Let's go, windshield. Okay, so I guess I gotta add this. Install. Windshield washer wiper, intermediate. Oh, look at that. It's actually set. On. Let's turn it off. Okay, so that's one. So we did the smart module. I didn't add another accessory, and we're going for the LED bumper. And then you got auxiliary, 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 auxiliary. Okay, that's not what I want. So LED roof. So do I have to go LED roof? Pulling it out. There we go. So rear LED. LED rear. Didn't work. LED roof. Let's go with this one. Smart bumper, smart LED roof. Okay. Up here, I checked for updates, and there's no updates. And then I tried replugging into LED rear, which shows you S16, S17. And if you look in the screen here, let me turn off the light. If you look at the screen here, accessory control module connect pin. You have to go to the pin that, like this is 213 and 212. So turn the light back on, look up here, see I'm at roof LED 213 and 212. That's where I plugged into the smart module. If you don't have the smart module, well, you got to buy that. Like at the beginning I showed you that part number with the wiring, and it's going to give you a switch to have in the middle here. So now we're going to install this, and there it goes. It goes smart LED roof. And then so let's check in the back if we're off, and then low and high. I don't know if you have to, I think you have to start. Is it working?
Yeah.
Huh?
What?
So now it's on low. That's low. Go higher, brighter. And that's smart. I'm not sure what smart does, because it's not giving me what this works. I put it in reverse, it went brighter, right? Or is it the backup lights that went on? Okay. So that didn't work for me. So did it turn off? No. Basically gonna turn it off. Turn it off. Okay. So close the garage door and turn this thing off here. So you're able to control everything. You're able to control everything inside here, but going low, off. I checked for updates. There's no updates, like I said. So basically, I don't know if we can just, and then you go here, controls, then your controls are on. So if you want to use your wipers, like to put them on, smart, and then to off. So you can set them all here. And that's it. So basically you're driving and you got your controls there. The more you add, the less they'll go up. And if you want to add some stuff or delete, it's right here. So delete, and then if you buy the smart control module, which you plug right here or here in the bottom, if you put right here, and you got all the buttons, or is it on this side, whatever. If you buy the module, I believe it's here that you put it in, and then you'll have all the quick buttons to press to do whatever. I'm starting to think about it, but anyways, that's it for that. So that's the installation, and then I'll turn the light back on. And then last but not least, whatever, you got these little clips here with the tie wraps, which you go up here. Which you go up here, and you snap them into the liner, like to the plastic, and then you can tie your wire going forward. This one here. This one already has some. I took them off. I'm going to put them back on. But you get like 5 of these, and then just run it to the front. And then my wire's right here, so I'll run it to the front and then hook it up. I'll run one on one line and one on the other, and just run them through. So that's it. So thanks for watching, guys. This was hopefully I can edit this pretty good, that it's not too long of a video, and keep it simple. But I couldn't get it to work on the LED rear, and I had to go to LED roof 213, 212. And that's the only way that once you get in there that you can kind of get out of here. And as soon as you do this, once you went to your last screen that you set, that you go controls, see it doesn't detect it. If that happens, you have to turn on the unit, and then it recognizes it, and then you just close this. And anytime you want to add, like when you're driving around, you want to get to your controls, all you need to do is this, boom, they're there, windshield, smart LED. Hopefully they have an update and you can connect to the other thing, because you're supposedly, when you put it in reverse, that it lights up. But right now I can control low beam, high beam, and smart. We'll find out if I drive faster, if it goes brighter or not, because I'm thinking this is for the LED in the front of the roof, but it's working for me at the back. And if you don't want that and you don't buy the ACM, well, you got the kit with the switch, and the switch is gonna go right there. And you guys know how to hook up switches. So we'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now. Appreciate you guys watching.